try and obviously bring you all the updated action. So as we run down the current stand in Lee van Rooyen, second 148.7, Senior Ghost on a 149.7. The time of Barry's. Nick Gishan on a 150.5. DBR 257 a 150.5 as well. 153.6. Sorry, 153.9. Nam Assassin just going quicker than him now on a 152.210. As we ride on board with Overlach himself. Looks like he is on a in lap. Nam Bulldog on a 156.9. Oi, I think Overlach will pull out that one. Big tank slapper there.
Sheldon, we have another spin out here by Eats Burnout. I see he's recovered nicely, so, but I see, sorry to interrupt you there, I think a lot of times if the guys are not going to follow the race line, it's going to be your end, honestly. If you see all that aquaplaning through the puddles, you must keep it straight, keep it neat, keep it tight. And I think your car assists you a lot, but you also need to feel the road for yourself and keep that temperatures as high as possible.
Yep, 100%. Keeping that vehicle, as you can see the darker patch on the track as they going around here, following Manu Dietrich through corners 1 and 2, heading down to corner 3. Look, they do displace a lot of water, it's like up to 60 liters a second they displace. However, you know, you're right. When you get to a point where guys might be aquaplaning, any sort of wet tire is still not going to assist. You're going to find yourself spinning out. Luckily for Burnout, that was actually on the out lap, so he's actually looks like he has gone off and gone wide again. He's actually struggling to hook that Reynolds up there, Willem. Do you think that's a setup issue?
I can maybe be a setup issue with the rear wing, but I don't think your rear wing plays a lot of impact, especially on a dry track. But when it comes to a wet track, you need more stability in your car itself. So I think driver caution is also plays a big part here.
Oh no, and he goes off again at corner 6. Yes, looking like it. Oh no, it's Burnout really finding it difficult in these conditions. Some of these guys, yes, they are driving on the medium or the no traction setting, and if you just give it a bit too much, your tires will spin up and you will find yourself turned around the wrong way as we follow Avalanche.
Sorry for the inconvenience, I'm back.
Alright, okay. I think we're having some connectivity issues all around here.
And I see Havilach goes into 3rd place. Well done with a 149.08.
Beautiful. Good driving, good car control. Nam Assassin getting nicely out the way there of Wizard's first rule, who has set a lap now in a 154.7. He's actually hooked that Reynolds up nicely. Maybe him and his teammate could just maybe chat with each other. And Devon hits it. Yes, Aqua.
Devon sets a 146.931. Very good time. 2 seconds off Lee now. So I guess the drivers will be having to put out more and more, putting out more and more power to get better times as the qualifying progresses from Q1 to Q2 and Q3.
Yeah, that's a really, really out of the bag time for Devon. 3, 2, yeah, about 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds quicker than Lee. He's really finding some pace. The McLaren, funny enough, Aqua, we spoke about earlier, your car, your team in tier 2. You were saying you're going to be, oh no, and oh, Nam Assassin goes to the pits. He went off there. Some of these camera angles are pretty deceiving. Right, so a lot of guys in pits. Avalach out on track. Divan on in lap. he's slowing down. Looks like Ricard
Nice.
on his way out. Oh, spinning up those tires quite badly, leaving the pits. Luckily, our weights are durable. It won't be too much of a problem there.
According to the amount of people that we have here today, I wouldn't really boggle my mind on Q1 and the times you said here, because it's just 15 people all around. So I
Yes,
think
that's
we
correct.
can play it out and see if the weather is going to dry it out. Maybe then Q2, Q3 can be your Q deciding, but I can see the water gets displaced evenly on the track, so maybe it can just clear out and drain out quicker for the guys.
That's correct. So yeah, the normal conditions is you have 20 drivers in Q1. 5 of them will be eliminated. The 5 slowest drivers will be eliminated. Thankfully, I think every driver gets a second shot to make it into the top 10 for Q3. Yes, what the guys need to do now is find where the grip is in the circuit, find the turning points, hit the apexes, but also understand where the grip is for that acceleration out of the corners to then get themselves in the top 10. Top 3 predictions, guys. Aqua.
I think it might stay the same throughout the race. Our top 3 from Q1, but I may be mistaken. I think the mod is looking very fast today, so especially in the rain.
Yeah, Devon definitely looking very fast. Right, now a lot of guys in the pits. Avilach comes back into the pits as well. We'll move down.
I really think it's a tough one in accordance to what the guys are setting up now, because what they do in the dry and the wet is 2 different ball games. But you see, I'm not going to put my money on any 3 drivers now, because it can be anyone's game throughout the whole session.
Why not just retire from the session?
Oh.
It's been
There.
that is unfortunate. I think he was having some problems getting the car hooked up. He might have just we've lost out to see where he is. Looks like he's on the back straight just before the DRS activation. Maybe coming out of the chicane at the back of the circuit. Being turn 7. Just after turn 7, his car is parked up there, as you can see on the mini-map.
I see our first driver is going out with intermediate tires, yeah?
Yeah.
See, Skadon's doing it
Ooh,
with intermediate.
sorry, my bad.
No
Looks
problem.
like a Ferrari span out there on the exit of corner 10, just before the DRS zone.
We got another spin out here with Mr. Bueta.
GJ Buerta, yes, off the circuit on the Inters, so is that a sign maybe it's not the right time for Inters as he makes his way now back onto the circuit? Yeah, it looks like he's struggling to keep that Toro Rosso there. Let's see. But Kadonks goes second with a 1:47.9 and he's on the Inters. Great lap. So yes, maybe the Inters is something now to look at. We find DBR 257 on those Inters, Nam Assassin in the top 10 as well, also on those intermediates.
Oh, I think, oh no, that's a problem. It looks like the Ferrari spins out again. And
It's like I said before, if the guys are not going to look after the tires and meet the conditions to their advantage, it's not going to help you anyway.
Oh no, Nam Assassin coming to start a lap also takes a detour and completely does a 360 at the corner 15, the last corner. I've never seen that quite happen before, for him to go and start the lap again on his Inters. Willem, yeah, you had some input there?
Yeah, it's like I said, like you see a lot of the guys can either misinterpret or interpret this as to the best of their benefit to go out in the wets. I would have gone out in the wets just to do it much quicker, but I would have done it at least half a second or something like that behind another car, because they can drag up a lot of water for you at the end of the day, which makes it track faster. So that's my strategy. What I would have used, I would have gone out with a big pack, and just stick to the fastest car. I could have seen if I was fast, I'll go past him.
Yeah, 100%. And so you see there might be a thought to change. The rain does look point of Nam Assassin followed by what looks to be a horse as it comes towards turn 11, 10 and 11, my apologies. And I just missed out on his sector, but from what I've seen so far, the sector times are looking decent on the inters. The guys are making up some time, but time will tell when guys like Lee, Barry, Senior Ghost, Overlatch, and Nick Gishan also get out on these inters. Because there is some time to be made up now. From what I'm seeing from some sector times, they're following Nam around. And there we go, DBR 257, 145.8 inters. It's the time, guys. But who is still on the lap? Who can still improve on their time? Nam Assassin goes 5th. Kudonks looks like he's slowed down for an in-lap. And that brings Q1 then to an end.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a recap. I see DBR, it's like you guys said earlier, like, what's your predictions? You see, everyone that's there now wasn't there at least 3-5 minutes ago. So, anyone can go here, according to what I can see. And then, I think a lot of the backdrop guys are probably playing for Joy Station this next one.
Yeah. So we reset the times for Q2. Guys, bit of a mixed one there. Aqua, your thoughts? We see some wet guys with the wet tires. We see some guys with the inters. Mixed times throughout. We got slow guys both on both compounds, fast guys on both compounds. What do you think Q2 would be like?
I think personally Q2 will be a mix of the inters. I think maybe possibly going into the slick tires at the end of the session, but clearly Q2 is gonna decide who stays in and who stays out. This qualifying was maybe, I would say, as a little bit of a finding your footwear and where you're supposed to step, where you can go and where you can't go, testing the lines and other things like that. So
yes, Willem, you were the victor from the previous race. You had a seriously good strategy work for you come out there. Look, we're not sure what the race holds for us in terms of weather. What would you do?
If I was in this situation now, I would have just seen what's going to play out in Q2, check your weather situation. Because then you must start strategizing with your teammate, like, what are we going to do now with the rest of the rain? Are we going to go fast? Are we going to stick in the middle? Because a lot of people in front of you and behind you can start spinning out. We had a dry race last week, and 3 or 2 of the fastest guys that was in front of me span out. So anything is possible, especially in this wet race coming up now as well. So I think stick together, stick to what you're comfortable with, but don't push your luck to who you're not comfortable with at the end of the day. I would have just played it safe and see how it rolls out, because I see a lot of guys played the benchmark. Now we have to go on the benchmark and take it from there.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely take it from there. Right. No. Guys, hello. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Right, we had a host disconnection. We'll just maybe try and get it back. As it looks like
We're still broadcasting.
we are still broadcasting. Is the race still going on by you guys? I don't know if the host...
Yes. The race is still going on, yeah.
Okay, I need to find my way back onto the stream then. I've been kicked again. Just give me a second to join on.
Yeah, there was a big group of guys going out now at this stage. I'm on with Avilach at this stage. I've got Rishan is